Hello, welcome to the Grand Collective. I'm Grand Madam. And so today is going to be a terrific Tuesday. It's going to be Q&A. So ask me anything you want and I'll answer it almost. I've been a little late this morning. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my most active mornings. That's when I get up and do my most spiritually and then come down and try to do my most physically. Ouch. Yeah, okay. Ouch. Hello, Jackie B. You're always the first here. Thank you for being so into the channel. Thank you. Good afternoon, Kat. How are you? How are you? Well, I've been sitting up here after my exercise and during my exercise. I don't know if I lost a pound or not. I really don't care. Hey, Sharon Rose, I just want my flat tummy back. I was watching this Diddy thing, and I'm like, okay. So while the world is watching Diddy, what else is going on? Well, Fearless Leader has embarrassed us again, this time in Japan. I don't even want to talk about it because we're going to feel it in our whatever consumer products we buy. Yeah, so that's going to be about it. So we can start with our 3 breaths, 3 deep breaths in through the nose, hold for 3, exhale through the mouth for 3. Do it 3 times, and then we're going to just get into have some fun, okay? All right, let's go. 2, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. That'll settle you down somewhat. Good morning, afternoon, Tracy. How are you feeling today? Happy Tuesday. Yes. So I'm going to let you ask me anything. Well, I can, after looking at this Diddy thing, the first thing I want to do is to look into the trial. But there's so many variables and so many different people. When the feds put a RICO case on you, you're done. That's all I need. Hi, Carol. That's all I need to Sharon Rose. That's all that needs to be done. You're done. And but what gets me is the comments. The comments from these people. I'm like, I'm amazed. I'm really amazed that so many of us do not know the difference between federal court and local court, how they function. They function differently. But RICO is racketeering, influencing, corrupt organization. I'm like, wow. Just think of those words. And that tells you something's way wrong. A lot of bad things. It's just wow. They opened with Cassie Ventur. This is another thing. This is another thing that really gets my goat on these daggone social media channels here. Just because there's a woman and a man involved does not mean they're in a relationship. Or he has not claimed her. Oh, unless he claims her, it's convenient. You mind on what? Sunday when we have to go to this gala ball, but Monday you just want a mini again. That kind of foolishness. That's a lie. That's fabrication. And so when it hits the fan and when something goes wrong, oh, you were his girlfriend. No. So you're going to be as responsible as he is? Or because you were his girlfriend, that was consent alone? Hell no. No. When actuality, like in this Diddy case, and I don't know when they're going to bring it up, but Cassie was his employee. She came to sing and was turned into a sex slave. That's called trafficking. Okay? Consent Doesn't matter. That's what a whole lot of folks do not understand. When you hire somebody for one thing and they find themselves doing something else, that's a lawsuit right there. That's a lawsuit. It doesn't matter. Because you might have consent this morning and no consent this afternoon. So you're going to be in trouble. And I just wondered about that. And because I have a daughter, well, I've been through some stuff too myself. And I've wondered, like, good gosh almighty, what did her mother think of all of this? And, well, that's one of the things I wanted to look into. But see, Cassie lied to her mother about some of the things going on. And by the time she did tell her mother, she was in too deep to even run. She couldn't even run away. And there was testimony talking about she and another girl, Carrie, I forgot her last name, another singer. See, he did this. It wasn't, this is what he did to all his staff. So they're lying when they're talking about girlfriends. He did it to every last one of them at one time or another. And that he's going down for that. That's just the sex trafficking. Then they've got the laundering in there where he used everybody's card but his own for his purchases of illegal contraband and prostitutes, that kind of stuff. Hey Charlotte, how are you this morning? Afternoon. I'm sorry, I've been up and about doing a lot of things this morning. I started at 5:30 and I'm just sitting down. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Oh, vile isn't the word, Cat. They're beyond that. That's just ignorance personified. So, I wanted to look into Cassie this morning, just briefly, not get into it deeper in her business. She is, and you know what? What's his name? Bruce Rivers. He's a certified legal representative. His CLR, certified lawyer. Anyway, he's also a defense lawyer. Um, he was saying, he said, regardless of what the prosecution says, the whole image of Cassie is like, oh, she was a whatever, wild sex addict, blah, 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 blah. But now she's a mother of three, married mother of three. He said that's what she wanted. So all that mess they're talking about, Cassie's a this and Kathy's a hoe and that was never the intention. Never. That was never who she was. So I'm going to do real quick. I want to just see what's going on with Cassie right about now. I'm just curious. As a mother, I guess, myself, I'm going to use the, and then we can ask some real other questions. We can ask some other questions. So, and I'm not sure. I don't even know if she still wants to sing. I'll be honest with you. After going through all that, I wouldn't want to be a part of that industry at all and in any shape, form, or fashion because I could never trust them. But that's me, and I don't sing. I don't. Okay, so I got stuff all over the place this morning. Cassie Ventur. How is Cassie doing? What's going on with Cassie Ventur? Her testimony ended, I think it was yesterday. How is she doing today? What is it? Because Puff he hired a 10th attorney this morning, so he's shaking in his boots right now. In his boots. So how's Cassie? Okay. That's it. That's enough. Okay, I was told that was enough. Alrighty. How is Cassie this morning? Hopeful. Whoops. We have the star. So she's very hopeful right about now. She has a lot to hope for. She has a whole new baby coming. She already has the new life. Things are happening very fast for her. This is the Eight of Wands. She's also 8 months pregnant. 8.5. Oh, look, the baby's getting ready to come. She's so happy with her family. That the girl wanted and end up turning into somebody. Come on, how does that happen? It happens when people push your boundaries, and when you're 18 and 19, you don't have too many boundaries that you can have that withstands somebody who's like 40 years old or damn near 40 years old. She is celebrating Four of Wands. So she's back home having a good time with the family. Lots and lots of family time. That is excellent. Excellent. I'm making my coffee. Let it cool down a bit more. Ooh, okay. Yeah, her family life was disrupted for a bit. That's the tower. The question was, well, did her husband know? Her husband knew some things, but he didn't know the depth of it all. Okay, holding on to what she has, standing for. So what do you call? How do they call it? Standing on business. Mm-hmm. Truth is out there now. This is the Ace of Swords. She spoke what she had to speak. She spoke her truth. And what it revealed is going to yield to a very successful prosecution. Prosecution. I don't know what's wrong with my mouth today. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. What is going on here? Standoff. There's a standoff. Is this the prosecution and the defense? Or is it just is this a mental standoff? Is this something going on? It's a standoff. Her testimony with this Diddy mess has caused a disturbance in her life, of course. You know, her mother is testifying this morning. Hey, Kamoyo, how are you? Hi, Cindy B. And Jackie B. And Jetta, hello. Intuitive Heart, hello. Um, keep going. Wow. She stepped out on faith, y'all. She stepped out on her faith when she did that thing with the testimony. Now she just has to, I don't know why she has to sit back and just wait. I don't know what she's waiting on. She's waiting on what? But the call says on clear. She had a lot of secrets. She knew a lot. You know, she knew a lot about this situation, about how the organization was run. And she was very intuitive about how things are being done. And that's what the problem is. It's as though the defense can't figure out how she knew what, because he couldn't tell him how she knew what. She was very intuitive. And she by the time she put together what was really going on, that was the fight. That's when the fight for survival began. And now I don't know what happened. There were so many instances in front of the public, in front of the staff, where he had assaulted her. I mean, when he hit her in the skill, and when he hit her with that frying pan full of eggs, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know why. I know what I would have done if he had hit me with a skillet full of eggs. But I don't know if I had even seen something like that. I've been so shocked and like, what the? I don't know what I would have done. Probably hit him with the other one. But anyway, um, I lost my train of thought. It was things that eventually she sat down and tried to, with some quiet time, or maybe she got, I don't know what she was taking. Maybe she had one of them drugs that gave her crystal clarity, because she evaluated her situation and realized not one more minute will I stay here. And that's when she started her escape. And it was, it was either escape or I was going to die. But right now it has been some fundamental changes. I don't like this for her at all. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to cut with the kippers. Now, this card could tell me her life has changed fundamentally. Well, it has. But it could also be a warning. It could also be a warning because that man is off. He is unhinged. Diddy is unhinged. And he still has access to lots of money. Mm-hmm. That's the sad part. That's the scary part. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. But he's not the only one out there doing that. There's a whole lot of men wish they could pull that off, and some of them do. Mm-hmm. So, what is the death card? What is the death card? It's the absolute ending of a thing. Because he kept holding her album over her head. He actually allowed her to write her songs, perform her songs in the studio, and not publish the album. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do that, blah, 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 blah. So what is this death? What is this death? Okay. Let's see. Move this over here. I'll just stay over there for goodness sake. I don't believe these cards. All right. Okay. Oh, it's the ending of it's end of her testimony. Whew, that scared me. Look, end of her testimony. Sorry about that. That's all that is. It's the end of her testimony. Yeah, that scared me there for a minute. That's all that is. Her testimony against a very wealthy man. Mm-hmm. He tried to pay her off. She got a 30,000 anyway. So, man, what the hell? Yeah. When she was a very young girl, she's now a grown woman. Paying her off. What is this? Look at the cards are telling the story. Let's keep going here. He is now in despair. Yes. Remember when they were lovers? Mm-hmm. The official person who has the great fortune. Yes, we said that. What about the house? Well, he has plenty of houses. I don't know what this means. Let me throw another one. Hold on. Are you making any sense? Yeah, he is kind of childish. He is like a child, very immature. I don't know what this means, though. I have a house and a child card and a false front. Yeah, well, yeah. Nobody knew who he was, that he was yet that insecure about things, immature, insecure, all of that. Now there's some concern about his mental stability. Oh, and here he's concerned about losing it all. Oh, yeah. That's definitely getting ready to happen. Oh, no. This is not. Yeah, this is funny. Ladies, watch yourselves out there. Now Diddy wants to get married. Yeah, he looks like this now. Gray hair. He had been using dye in his hair. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have the community, his staff and his friends. They're all going to be testifying. But they're not friends. They're staff. It's a mess. It's a mess. Message of concern. Okay, message of concern. Yeah, I've been waiting for the labor board to get a hold of him, but Doge is going in there and mess them up. Because, like I said, Cassie was an employee. Even when she went with him to different events, she's still like modeling. She's an employee. Mm-hmm. And Kim Porter was alive then. Now I thought he was married to her. No, he wasn't married to her. Another employee. She had the sense to move out the way. Cassie's trying to figure out what can she do to raise her reputation. She's thinking about the girl. Don't worry about that. Go on and love your family. They love you. That's all you need to worry about. She very well may be moving out of the country to do something different. I would say Europe. Go try in Europe. That's the first thing I was thinking of. That thought came to me sometime last week when I was listening to her testimony. She's like, she can't stay here. Mm-mm. Not in work. No. Mm-mm. Not in being an entertainer. No. It's too much. Too many voices against her here. Unfairly. Yeah. Yeah. This now is going back to her courtship was nothing but it was fake. The whole Cassie Diddy, it was fake. It was a fabrication. It was a fabrication. Now that everything she expected out of him has changed. She knows she gets nothing. Well, she got her 20 million. That's a damn shame. You go into a relationship thinking you think you're in a relationship, and next thing you know, you have to sue for 20 million. Damn. Well, she sued for 30 million. She still got her 30 million. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did, and come out with bad health, all kinds of diseases that are recurring diseases. Just she's gonna be okay. Yeah, right now thinking about probably taking a trip. That would be a great idea. A great idea. But you see the husband stand behind her? Oh, this is what I was waiting for. I was looking for. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lady, mature lady she trusts. I think that might be the ending of a relationship, or that might be the ending of something. That lady. Oh my God. There's a rumor that Diddy paid her mother off. If she did, if he did, that would be the end of their relationship. Here is a look at this. Now you tell me what just went down. We have the message. We have the gift. Well, can you see the gift? And sorry, we have oh shit. I'm sorry. The family room. Promises were made. Hi Sheila. Good morning. So we're gonna find that out. I'm gonna listen to that transcript this afternoon to see what her mom said uh, in her testimony this afternoon. I think it's going to be quite interesting, especially after that card reading. I hope I'm. Oh, I tell you, I tell you. Okay, all right. Has anybody come up with some questions they want to ask me now? I'm not going to be in here long because let me move this. I still have. Oh, I'm going to start a series on anxiety, tarot and the anxiety, where I will do maybe once a week an anxiety reading. And with that anxiety reading, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read down the source of the anxiety and then how to manage that anxiety, all with the cards. Okay, starting with my daughter. We did a run through last night, and then I said, "Well, you want to do it this morning?" No, I'm not ready this morning. Okay, okay. But we are good. It was her idea, and I think we might. No, betrayal was never a good look. Never. I think that might help many of us. I don't know who it's going to hit. I'm going to just throw it out. So it's like who's driving at the highest anxiety that particular day during that particular week. We're going to be doing a reading. I'm not calling any names or anything like that. I'm just going to read on anxiety. For example, I'll pick it up for the anxiety reading. Okay, for the Grand Collective, what is the source of anxiety? First card up, the energy of the Page of Wands. That means someone has made an announcement that has shaken someone to their core. Okay, we'll do it like that. and who has, I'm talking about anxiety, and the anxiety cards are popping up. Now it's to the point where they can't even sleep and blah, 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 blah. Um, oh my goodness, look at this. I'm doing it already. Questions have been asked that have created great conflicts in a relationship, regarding a relationship from the past. Something like that. And I'm going to do it like that. I think that would be helpful to a lot of us. How much longer? As long as that man, hey, Bama chick, as long as that man is doing what he's doing, how much longer? I don't think it's chronological. Let's see about my card readings will go for a good 6 months that I can testify to. But so, tarot team, guys, how much longer? Just give me the egregore of Washington, D.C. Oh, well, the feds. How much longer will federal employees be under the gun the way they are now, in fear of their jobs? I'm hearing a few months more. How many is it? 3, 4? Jesus. Like I said, 6. I'm going to get another 6 months. Anything that can they do in the process while the wait? What happens after the 6 months? Oh, come on. There's that jackass again. Spirit, get that person out of there. Hilak, Mazazio, Lazio. Remove the troublesome entity that just popped in. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm telling the truth. What are you talking about? You sound so rude. I'll just say 6 months. What happens after 6 months? Let's look at the United States and the government in another 6 months. We'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should. I thought I was doing something when I put the cloth up there. Okay, push you back. I gotta get comfy. Excuse me. All right, there. What is the federal government going to look like in the next 6 months? No, after 6 months from now. What's the federal government? How is it going to be after 6 months from now? What is the federal government going to be like after 6 months from now? Mm-hmm. And then we can go through the different agencies. Bama, you can ask me what agency too. Mm-hmm. All right, federal government after 6 months from now, 6 months from today, or overall energy, quiet, peaceful, and but very, very secretive. And you might have a woman in charge. Pisces energy. More delusion, more uncertainty. And it all comes from previous manipulation of the magician. Wow. A lot of situations where there were delays are going to be back to normal, released, turned right side up. Where there was delays, now things are going to move forward. This is the hangman reversed. Okay. So we're talking about funds. I got some questions myself. Listen, look at this. There's going to be an expansion of government. So after all this stuff was cut out, now they're going to have to add some more stuff in there, I guess, to offset the problem. So a lot of confusion. Seven of Cups. But also where there's confusion, there's opportunity. Disappointment. Also, Four of Cups. This is not what I wanted kind of disappointment. Oh, look. Trying to restore balance in the federal government. Wow. So trying to restore balance. Then that balance can be judiciary, executive, and legislative branches. On the microcosm, it could be trying to restore efficiency or trying to restore operations for those agencies that have been disrupted. Judgment has been called, decision has been made, put it back. But see, it's not going to go back the way it was. It can't. It can't. Did you hear about the Library of Congress? Well, I thought Doge was out of business. I don't know why I thought they were gone. Maybe they're quiet these days. They fired Carla Hayden, who was the director of the Library of Congress. So her acting director, they thought they could just walk in there and undo or do whatever they were going to do in the Library of Congress. You know, that's where every publication that's ever been written, produced, or published in the United States, that's where that is. And a lot of college students use the Library of Congress, thank you, for research. And so do the legislators when they're researching, I guess, new bills coming up. And so these folks walked up to the door, and I think they must have called him first or something, because he met them at the door with the Capitol Police and said, "You are not coming in here." So now we're getting pushback. Judgment call. Let me make a phone call. I'm calling the police. You're not coming in here. And so now it's a court case, but they could not get in there. And my question was, now why didn't everybody else do that? You know, sometimes we get to be too complacent, folks. We're trying to be too nice when we should be kicking ass. Literally. Like, what are you doing here? You don't belong here. Get out. Hello, Linda Russell. Hey, Colleen. And so now they're worried. I guess it's Doge. I don't know who else could it be? Doge is worried. That's the Eight of Swords. Did it to yourself. Because they're not letting anybody, just any old body in the Library of Congress. They're talking about, what did MAGA say? Now, I don't know who MAGA was, who the representative was, but oh, my coffee. They were, it's still hot. They were going in because the Library of Congress held books for children that were unacceptable or something. Like, man, no, we don't have those kind of things in here, and you're not coming in here. That was an evaluation right there. No, you're not coming in here. You're not bringing that mess in here, because that's a lie. This place is for research, not kiddie porn. So now more questions are being asked. This is the Knight of Swords. They're coming in hot and heavy. And here's the Strength. So a lot of strength has been shown. And the Strength card landed right on the Justice card. How nice. And it landed like that. So now, fearless leader is stumped. It's in the mental challenge. And in the emotional challenge, why don't these people just like me? Why don't they just accept what I'm doing? Because it doesn't work. They don't like it, and they don't like how you're bullying them. So now we're going to have some major changes here. More changes. Things are changing. I do believe this Wheel of Fortune, it goes around. It never goes back. It always goes forward. And you have your peak cycle, and then it, like the moon, it wanes or it just goes lower and lower. Then you're in this lower cycle. And I think this is what's happening now, excuse me, with the Orange administration. And who is this? Who is this? We have this is the symbol of the Orange administration right here, the Queen of Wands. Do as thou willest. Mm. Hmm. With the arrangements and the agreements. The exposures, illuminations of the cult leadership of the cult. That goes under here because it's acting like a cult. So let's call it a cult. And now, this I say bottom of the deck. This is bottom of the deck. The truth is coming out that the Orange administration are a bunch of idiots, fools, fool card. And look at this, and that they may very well be withdrawing or going away very, very soon. Yeah. And it's almost like they're going away because they've created too much. They were supposed to give the world, or give the Americans, give the masses the anxiety, but now they're having the anxiety attacks. And it looks like it's, ooh, yeah. I'm trying to separate these cards. And it's all about who, I guess you would say, the Orange administration was collaborating with. Now, there's a major schism, a big split. Big split. And things are just not, look at this. Things are not going the way they wanted to. There are programs they can't get off the ground. The money they said was missing was not missing, and the only thing they're doing is using more money, taking more money from what was supposed to be budgeted. Has now been inflated to the point where it's embarrassing to them, and they've made complete messes of things. And now the other side is jumping on them and exposing them for what it is. Oops. Oh, well, do tell. Stop. This card is everywhere where it wants to go. Okay. And now, and now it's to a point where everyone, it's that commercial, want to get away. Everybody. Oh, yes. Hold on, Linda. Yes, I will read on Memorial Day weekend. Everyone wants to get away. They want to creep away. They want to quietly and quickly move away from the White House. This is the quietly and quickly. So, okay, 6 months from now, it's going to be quite interesting. We're not going to be under the pressure we're feeling now, no. But that's because I think it'll all be exposed for what it was. We're not going to be the ones under the gun. We're not going to be the ones can't sleep at night. Not us. It's all those folks who played a part in the wrecking of America. The wrecking of America. Now, hold on a second. Okay. It's been sitting here. I haven't even had time to put a coffee in the cup. I'm sorry, folks. Just let me move these other cards. And then I went, what was it, Linda? Linda said Memorial Weekend. Okay. Oh, this is too hot for that. Hold on a second. I just got to, just a little bit. It's still hot, thank goodness. I'm getting my energy back, folks. And it's interesting. As I'm getting my energy back, my daughter's getting her energy back. And now we're ready to go out and do things. I think we also gained some pounds. Oh, I'll drink it. That cinnamon stew a little bit more. Bring these over here too. So 6 months from now, we're going to have an interesting position. We will again be able to sit back and watch. This time we're going to be watching the BS leave. That's 6 months from now. Where is this? I got something highlighted in blue. Why are they highlighted in blue? Don't know. Memorial Day weekend. What can we expect for Memorial Day weekend? Yeah, I like the Camellia says two-party system wrecked because those on the left are too far passive and those are civil rights act savages. Yeah. I like the concept of parliament myself. I always did because then you have 5 different groups and they all had to figure a way to get along to get anything passed. Okay, Charlotte, thank you. Be careful out driving out there. What can we expect for Memorial Day? Yeah, what can we expect? What can we? Okay. What can we expect for Memorial Day? 6 of Wands. That's a victory. Oh, look, Queen of Cups. This is that secretive energy, that intuitive energy, that psychic energy, that maternal energy. And that's coming from, looky, y'all. Looky. So this is the Knight of Swords. This is the guy coming in for the questions. So whatever's going to hit on Memorial Day is going to be a lot of questions asked. And the questions are going to yield to more questions, which are going to yield to answers we didn't even know we had questions for. So a lot is going to be revealed. That is good. Okay. Especially about the budget. He's trying to pass that big, beautiful bill. Well, I think it passed the House. I still can't figure out what able-bodied person is on Medicaid. Look, they can't either. This is the 2 of Pentacles, instability, money-wise. This is about money. They might pass that bill anyway. Look at this. It's all about money. Evaluating, should we or shouldn't we? Should I not continue with this plan or this direction? Okay, 4 of Cups. You're going to have some disappointment here. Oh, looky here. Now, who in the world is going to be listening to a case? The Justice. Justice can also mean restoration of balance. It can mean courthouse. It can mean lawsuit. It can be judicial. Strength. So that means there's a weak situation that needs to be strengthened. And also could be that oh shit, look at this. Death card, the end of something. Well, it is a memorial holiday. Everything is okay. So no stores are going to be open. Knight of Pentacles, things come to a screeching halt or a slowdown, like a work stoppage or something like that. Difficulties in getting money, delays, that kind of thing. And then here comes this lion dog. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. He offers you an empty cup. Here, take this. I know you're overburdened and overworked. Well, this is the holiday. This is like a restive holiday. This is the first holiday of summer. Let me keep going. Mental challenge. Ooh, huh. Being a hermit. Mental challenge is going within to finding answers. People don't, that means it's going to be some wackadoodle stuff getting ready to go down here. Rest. Emotional challenge. Everybody wants to rest. Yeah, well, I can understand that. So for Memorial Day, it's going to be a day of mixed emotions, Linda. Bottom line is people are going to still be comfortably with their they'll have their money. Okay, they're not going to be rich, but the rich will be richer, and those who are not as rich will be comfortable. But basically, I want to know what this justice card is about. Hold on a second. Let me put this over here. Now, where did here the hands. What? Oh, what? Hmm. Hmm. All right, the cards that came up, I just the Empress, Nine of Pentacles, and the Hermit. 1, 3, and 2 nines. I'm going to put them back in to see what happens in different areas. And if they come back up again, then I'll know it was for, well, what is the Justice card? What is the Justice card here? Mm-hmm. What is the Justice card? Okay, thank you. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Financial security. 4 of Pentacles. Home, celebration, the White House. 7 of Pentacles, reevaluation of the Pentacles. This is nothing but this budget bill. Okay. 9 of Cups, what would make people happy. Oh, and the Knight of Pentacles. So more than likely, these folks are actually going to be in court on that, I guess, one of the days of the weekend, and they are going to block that budget bill, that big, beautiful bill. Either they're going to, where is my, just in case, let me see if, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is up again. Bottom of the deck. Yeah. Page of Cups and 8 of Cups. Walking away with withdrawal. Withdrawal. So let me see. Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you. Let me see here. Hold on a second. I'm going for my trusty pendulum. I know I've got bags, boxes, and stuff all over the place. I'll organize eventually. Oh, let's see. Okay. Are they going to block the big, beautiful bill Memorial Day weekend? Are they going to block the big, beautiful bill? No. Is the big, beautiful bill going to pass Memorial Day weekend? Is it going to pass? Hold on. Is the big, beautiful bill going to pass Memorial Day weekend? Is the big beautiful bill going to pass Memorial Day weekend? It says yes, but are some parts of the bill going to be declined or sent back? Are some parts of the bill going to be declined or sent back? No, you don't know. Wait a minute, don't have a heart attack here if you had a heart. Is Congress going to be working on Memorial Day or Memorial Weekend? No. So what is the court case? What's going to be, what's all this money about? Is the big beautiful bill going to be withdrawn before Memorial Day weekend? That's what it means. Okay. 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 They're going to, what is this going to be? They're going to withdraw it and rewrite it again. That's what that is. Hello, Janet Jackson. Hi, Barbara. Okay. So I don't see anything. Are there going to be any protesting? Well, there are always marches and parades on Memorial Day. There was. Okay. Mm, will there be anti Trump administration protest that day? It has to be expected. Other than that, it's supposed to be, Linda, looks like it's going to be quiet. It's not Kamala's place, Linda. That's the Republicans' place. Really. They put him in, they need to get him out. Would she push him? I'll take it to the pendulum. Linda Russell says, will Kamala push harder to get Trumpenstein out of office because of Biden's health? So will Kamala push harder to get Trumpenstein out? Well, look, that says yes. That says yes. A big yes. Okay, that's a big yes. And I don't know what they're going to do, but that's a big yes. Grand Madam Janet Jackson says, can you please tell me why my dog? You know what? When I moved into my new apartment a while back, there were cat apparitions, but they were the relatives of my cat. They were like his brothers and sisters. I do believe my cat astral projects. If he's downstairs and doesn't feel like coming upstairs, I will see this cat that looks just like him walk through my threshold while I'm sitting on the bed. I'm like, now why couldn't you just come on upstairs? And I come downstairs and he's just laid out, sunning himself. But cat apparitions, thank you, Camelia. Those were the experiences I've had with my cats. They will die and come back to see me. Has she had cats who have passed on before, or those cats could have lived in that place before she moved in? But I don't see any. I don't get any bad vibes about cat apparitions. No, not at all. And don't forget, the veil is lifted, so we are going to see a lot of things we are not used to seeing. The dimensions. When I say the veil is lifted, what does that mean? The dimensions are overlapping, so it's no longer just hot, cold, height, weight, square, triangle. We're going to see it all. Well, no, we're not going to see it all, but we're going to see light, dark. You're going to see what's in the dark. You're going to see what you're not used to seeing. those dimensions, there's activity in those dimensions. There's life in those dimensions too. Um, you see a lot of life in those dimensions. You see some creatures. I'm not just talking cats that have passed on, but there's a lot of interesting things, but I don't see anything bad about the cat apparitions. No. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And let me let's pull the crystals and see what they may have to say. Out of curiosity, what is the energy? What's the energy around the cat apparitions? Mm-hmm. Janet Jackson's daughter's cat apparitions. What are the energies around the cat apparitions at the threshold? Mm-hmm. And since they're at the threshold, are they coming in or they're just at the threshold protecting it like little lions? Let's see. Quartz is on focus. Forgiveness. Wow. That's that pink rhodonite. That pink bracelet I wear. That's rhodonite. Action. Carnelian. Is there someone she needs to have apologized to her? Fluoride organization. Cat energy. Focus on forgiveness. Take action and organize. And be patient. Spirit quartz. Spirit quartz. Isn't that interesting? Huh. Tarot team guides. The cat ghosts. They're there to protect, and what else? They're there to make your daughter aware, Janet Jackson, that she needs to focus on what she's doing. Okay. No scatterbrain BS. No emotional. I can't do this. Well, yeah, I need help. Nope. Nope. None of that. Take on the. Definitely, they're saying be aware of her surroundings. She needs to be more aware of her surroundings. Sitting at the threshold, protecting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. She needs to be more aware. Maybe some double locks or something on the door, front and back doors and the windows, or put a ring up there, that ring camera up on the doors, front and back. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. It's focus. And focus on, yeah. It's this one is success. Okay, so they want her to get her thing together. No more. Her energy is too scattered. It's time for her to pull her energy in. The cats are there to help her focus and protect. There's something or someone she needs to really release. And basically, they're saying get her life organized. But we're here to help. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, anyone else? Sing at the threshold, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, Cat. Oh, Cat. Taking a look at our company. Oh, God, Cat. Two investment companies. I don't. I'd have to know. Two investment companies looking at the cat. I'm looking at hmm, pendulum. Where I put it? Pendulum. Let's see what the pendulum says. Cat. Run the name of one company through your mind. That'll be company A. Run the second name through your mind. That will be company B. And I'll try to pick up the energy with the pendulum here. Okay. Do that now. Will either of the two companies invest in Cat's business? Steve. Didn't think I remembered. This is a yes. Okay. Will investment company A invest in the company? That's a, well, dang on. This is a straight up, I don't know. It's going, will company B invest? Well, that's partly, hmm. There's an issue, Kat. I don't know what it is. Investment company B wants to, but you see this thing? It's like it's trying to push forward, yes and no, but it's something blocking it. Yeah, I don't know, but that could be. You don't know. But let me know. Let me know. So you're going to have to do the troubleshooting to see what it is that B wants that you guys can give, you know? Well, the denomination I am a part of, ooh, Charlotte. I don't want to tell you no. Charlotte, I don't want to get in your church business. My God. Mm-hmm. Another denomination? You mean another church? Ooh. Let's ask this question. Is another group trying to block? Is somebody trying to block? Wait a minute, it slipped. Is another group trying to block the monies? Well, is the denomination? Oh, hell with it. I might as well just get. Okay. Will the denomination that Charlotte's in be a part of? Wait a minute. I'm still having trouble with this question. Will the denomination I'm a part of block the monies another church is trying to give us? How about is the group that you're in trying to block funds from your church? Trying to trying to block, yes. The pendulum understood. It said yes. Okay, all right. You think okay. Thank you. Kat says, thank you. I think I may know what the block is. Okay, Kat, cool. Hi, TT. Will Walmart come out against Trumpenstein? Walmart is making a maneuver. He's not coming out on directly in Trumpenstein. That would be a death knell. Well, we already know. We know what Trump and the tariffs have done. We just don't understand it because how many of us have studied economics? What Walmart has done, instead of sourcing from China, they're now sourcing from Vietnam, Cambodia, over that way. And Trump is mad. I truly believe that what Trump is trying to do is to literally trash the entire world's trade and sit back on the goal that he has, or they think he has, or he thinks he has, and then start up a whole new trading cycle with him and his group at the helm. And people drop bombs for things like that. That's the thing. And then over there with the Saudis and the UAEs, those folks were looking at him like he was like, it was almost very polite, very polite. Hospitality and politeness is big in the Middle East. They're looking at him like he's crazy for trashing the United States. Biden, whether you like it or not, you still don't do that. They were looking at him doing that. Carmen says, well, I get a celebrity sponsor for my show. So it's not that, well, Walmart is just outmaneuvering Trump right about now. They're not interested in a whole show. They're just trying to survive and thrive at the same time. Carmen Mathis wants to know, will she get a celebrity for her show or for the show? Yes, Carmen, you will. You will. And Pastor Charlotte wants to know, will we get the money? Well, okay, let's go back to Pastor Charlotte. Will they get the money anyway? We'll stop. So will Charlotte's group get the money anyway? Oh, a definite I don't know. I've never seen that. It's not a circle. Let me get out. Maybe I was breathing on it or something. Will Pastor Charlotte's church get their funding? I don't think so. Look how still. Well, now it's shaking in. If it had boots, you say it would be shaking in its boots. It's like this. And I mean, they've taken great. That's a tactic. Well, you know this. You know that's a tactic. That's a tactic. I don't know what to tell you, Charlotte. That's a tactic. Yeah. Yeah, Walmart. Well, yeah, the Vietnam's got some nice stuff. Vietnamese have some nice stuff. They got some Vietnamese stores around town. Okay. Oh, thank you. Hit the legs. You're welcome, Carmen. Hi, Renee. How are you? Hey, Miss Martha. How are you? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Ooh. That sounds like some type of. Now, Martha, I'm not a doctor, and I am neither a psychologist. I don't know, but that sounds like a lot of anxiety, a lot heavy duty. What does the doctor say? See, I'm not. I didn't, and already has cardiac failure. Yeah, no, she would have to go to the doctor. She really would. I wouldn't play with. I wouldn't wait on that, hesitate on that at all. Thank you. That definitely. Anxiety will do that to you. So will the fear of death. And if her heart failed, she had heart failure. All I had was one hellified asthma attack, and I thought my heart had stopped. It was still beating. I just couldn't breathe. So if your heart just stops like that, boom. And when you blow out, nothing comes in. That would terrify me every day until I knew I could do something to make sure it would never happen again. So that might be Martha, can you talk to her? Talk her into. She should have somebody, a therapist or somebody to talk with. Patients who go through that kind of trauma should have somebody to talk to. Just like with cancer patients, I think there is a therapy for cancer patients, or they let the nurses double as that as a therapist. Because once you've been through that, I went through that with my neighbor, and who collapsed? I did. That's. She's still going strong, and I'm the one. I'm the damn one they had to carry out of the ambulance. It was just too much. Me just trying to, and all I was doing was supporting. That's all I was doing. So, and she's a trooper. She's still going strong. Oh yeah, she's still going strong. She really needs to talk to somebody. That sounds like I'm not a therapist. But I am working. I'm trying. I'm getting ready to start my study on anxiety. because they call that the hidden emotion or the most misunderstood emotion. And yeah, because that basically comes from like fight or flight overextended, or fight or flight to the on steroids. Yeah. But when you can't bring it back down and it doesn't go away, that's for a reason. You don't ignore it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. No. And so yeah, Martha always suggests that you talk her into, pray her into, convince her, hint for a therapist. Any means necessary. Well, don't force. For God's sake, don't force. Just a gentle, like, into the into the couch of a therapist, because that sounds like yeah. So when you're starting to have night terrors, that is, they'll say that's your subconscious kicking you up. Things you're ignoring. Yeah, but like I said, when you suffered heart failure, I'll probably go out that way. But up until the time I do, I'm not worried about it. But if you've experienced it, I'm quite sure there's nothing like you've ever experienced before, because you were like that close to death. And a lot of people are afraid of death. You know, I'm not one of them, but my thing is, look, I promised God I'd do X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, and I haven't even got to 4 yet. You know, and especially leaving, trying to be in support of she upstairs, who has revealed some things to me, how much I did not know about my daughter's suffering. She's so stoic, and I had no idea. Which is also her idea to do this anxiety series, and I'm gonna start studying anxiety and working with the tarot with anxiety, see how the tarot can help relieve some of that, because basically that is an emotion you are going to have to manage, just like uh, desire. You just have to manage it. You can't go off half cocked, or you'll hurt yourself badly. Um, and a lot of her issue was psychological. That's basically it. Emotional. It's emotional, psychological. Mm-hmm. I got a lot of work to do. I know who made me her therapist. She did. She does have a psychiatrist though. Yeah. No medication anymore. Thank you, God. We got away from that damn medication. And what I did, I had her chant. I'm practicing Nichiren Shoshu Buddhism now, with Nichiren Buddhism. And I've always chanted. I've been chanting since I was 25 years old, off and on. But when things got real hairy, I started chanting. Again, it doesn't matter what the chant is. What happens with chanting is that your understanding, your energy of you, the essence of you, when you're chanting a mantra, it expands into the essence or the frequency of the mantra you're chanting. And the mantra you're chanting is a universal frequency. It's about vibration. All is vibration. You merge, fuse, align, whatever the word is, with it, even after you have ended the chant. Now, what has happened when you start putting yourself out there, it puts itself in you. So you're not the same person you were before you started chanting. You're who you are, plus whatever universal energy that you moved into has moved into you. And that's what makes people so uh, that's what guides people into different areas according to their intent. If I wanted to chant for a car, I would chant for a car. And what I would chant for, whatever chant I used, prosperity chant, money chant, whatever chant I used for a car, I would visualize the car, get a picture of the car, look at the car, start chanting for the car. What would happen is that universal energy, my energy is going to connect with that, and it's going to connect with me. And when I finish that chanting for that day, it's going to move me wherever that car is. I did that chant once and walked out my front door, and there it was. I mean, color and everything, but it wasn't mine. I said, "Oh, I must have forgot something when I made the chant." No, that was some freaky shit. That was freaky. I mean, I just opened my door. I was living in an apartment and opened my door, step outside, and like, there it is. Reminder. Okay, so I said, okay. It was something I was missing. That was the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, telling me, okay, you're just one car away from your new car, you know. And then I screwed it up. But anyway, that was on me. That was on me. The car was parked in front of my door. No, it was somebody who had a car exactly like the one I wanted and parked it in front of my door as a reminder to say, okay, we're here to help. We're going to get you this car. And when I got the money for the car, what did I do? Put it on my master's degree that I never used. But at least I understand how cities are planned. And so this is what I'm talking about. It's basically your individual consciousness when you chant. And it's supposed to be the same thing. I would think, no, that's meditation. It's not the same thing when you pray. Prayer, that's closer to an affirmation. When you're chanting these ancient sounds, you are keying into a universal energy of creativity that is the foundation for this entire dimension. Okay? It's the foundation. So if ever you want anything, you key into those, you use those tones, and you get what you want. It's almost like going to the marketplace. You go into the market, you want lettuce, there's a produce section. So you're going to do whatever tone it takes for that lettuce, and you're going to be guided to the perfect bunch of lettuce for you, and then bring it back. That's how that works. And I don't know how I got into chanting. That's what has happened with my daughter. She has literally chanted that anxiety almost away. She even walks taller. I can see her inner strength coming in. And she thinks it was a bunch of hooey. She, for years, she thought, oh, chanting, that ain't me, mine. Now, 8 o'clock in the morning, you gonna chant? Yes. What time is it? Oh, we got about 5 minutes. Okay, time to get out of bed. Okay, let's go just do this chant. Mm-hmm. That's Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. There's also Namu Myoho Renge. I do both. And that's just one of them out there. Right now, that's the one I was on. Hugh. H-U. Like Howard University. Hugh. H-U. That is also a powerful chant. And it takes you in the same place. Now, I did both. Om is supposed to be the creation mantra. Okay. But when it comes to something I need right now, right away, it's either going to be Nam Myoho Renge Kyo or Hugh. If it's emotional, I hue and bring myself down to center. If I need something done, it's Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And so she came up with this anxiety series with tarot. I did a little mini brief research on it, and I'm like, okay, it's a good idea. So let me demonstrate what some folks already know, how the tarot can help someone manage their anxiety. And I don't know if we'll see what we do tomorrow. because I said, I thought the way she was talking, she was ready to go today, but no, it will be alive, or I don't know if it's going to be, we'll see. I'm going to follow her lead since it's her idea and since it's her mental health involved. I'm going to let her guide me. But once you start, it's like once you see the tarot, what much the tarot sources your anxiety, look at that and you're like, what? Because what is driving you, you probably hadn't even thought of ever. But when you add it all up, add the cards all up, you'll see that's what it is. And it makes perfect sense. And you've ignored it all this time, or something may have hurt your feelings and you let it go. You're going to be the better person and you're going to go on with your life. And then something else comes by and it hurts your feelings. And you might say something back to this person and go on with your life, but you're still hurting. So that's two hurts. Something else happens, could have been 10 years later, and that hurts. And you handle it, but it still hurts. It's a stab in your energy field, and it's a stab in your heart. Basically, it's a stab in your heart or something else. You could be in an accident. That's hurting, head to toe hurt. And then the next thing you know, you can't stand to be in an elevator. You cannot make it 2 hot minutes in an elevator. When those doors close, you're in full panic. Why? Elevator hasn't done anything to you. You have not been stuck in an elevator. You are not going to be stuck in an elevator, but you are like this because you do not have the control over that elevator to get you out safely. So you stop breathing. You start hyperventilating. And then now, by the time you get to the next floor, the door's open and you're free. And you're like, and you can breathe again. Where did that come from? Where did that anxiety come from? Oh, some shit that happened 10 years ago that you have completely forgotten about, that is still lurking in your energy field. We have an energy field. Oh my God, look at these flabby. I know, I got it. Just because you're older does not mean you have to look like this. But anyway, that's why it's so important to understand what you are. Even more so than who you are. Now, we have an energy field. We've always been taught we are human. Oh, I'm going on a ramp, y'all. Do you mind? Let me know if you have another question or do you want me to keep going? We've been taught we're human beings. And that's all we are. When in reality, no, we are spiritual beings or spirit beings or some type of celestial being having a human experience in the third dimension, in third dimensional energy fields. Because for some reason, we thought it was a good idea to let's get into this energy field. We got to learn the lessons. It's like working in the lab. So let's just see what it is that we can get out of this. And then we're put up in here and about to lose our damn essence because we didn't know it was going to be this hard. But getting back to anxiety and healing, the energies around us and the energies that run through us, because we can say the energies in us, but they're really running through us back and forth and around and circling, all this other kind of stuff. That's where the anxiety is coming from. And that influences our decisions and our actions every day. You wonder why people are so destructive? Because they've been taught to be destructive. And there are those who understand this clearly, which is why we have some folks who voted for the Orange Menace instead of for the beautiful brown lady. They want this chaos and they want to inflict it upon the rest of us. Why? Because it makes them feel like big people. Whoever the hell said they were small, it wasn't me. They didn't get that from me. But that's how they feel. Okay, any more questions, y'all? I've been on here almost an hour and a half. Well, who might hit a home run? I don't know about hitting a home run, but they're going to be fine. Prices are going up a bit. But they're going to be interesting products, I do believe. Uh, Vietnam kicks out some good stuff. I bought some things from Vietnam years and years and years and years ago. Didn't even know it till turned on label. Oh, made in Vietnam. Okay, like blankets and stuff, textiles, things like that, clothing. hmm Okay, let's see what's going on. hmm if she's interested or something she can feel, then different textures. Well, hey, corpuscle, I don't know what that means, but okay. Indonesia, Malay, yeah. Vietnam, yes. Oh my God, I would love to. I've got to go. Right now, they're going through things in Bali, but I want to go. Co-worker of mine went to Malaysia on vacation, and she told me I would love it. She said, "It's just like living in a garden." She said their entire city has been built within a garden. That's the way it looks. And that was when I was studying for my master's in planning, and I was like, "Oh my God, I would love to see that." That's the way England was supposed. Well, that was a suggestion using concentric circles and a lot of green space, beautiful flowers all over the place. That was what London was supposed to be. Not quite like it looks now, but that was just a theory. That was just somebody's idea. It was a draft. hmm Okay. But yeah, you're welcome, Martin. I would love to see, and I would love to see Bali. I would. Um, we'll see. We'll see. Everybody's going to Thailand, so maybe I need to go somewhere else. We'll see. If there are no other questions, I'm going to close this session. Going once, going twice. Keep going. Somebody says keep going. Will Kamala do what to Putin? What? I don't know. I'm not sure I understand. Oh, be out into the government. Oh, she can't put Putin out. Oh, you're talking about the Orange Menace. Okay. I truly don't understand or really how that's going to work. Vietnam New Year. Oh, okay, okay. I met a beautiful Vietnam lady, young girl, not young girl, please. I mean, younger than me by maybe what, 10 years. She was in real estate when I was looking for houses. She's darker than I am. I've never seen anyone from Vietnam before except on TV. And it was a revelation. Just as pretty as she could be. 100%. That's another question I have. Why are so many? There's a lot of African influence in this world. But that's another anyway. Um, Martha, write it out in a sentence. I'll sit here. Yeah, thank you. And you're telling me, are you asking me, do you think Kamala is going to push or put replace the Orange administration? Is that what you're asking me? I don't believe the answer is going to be yes. It's because I just have this, maybe it's my anxiety, but I just have this feeling that the entire administration is going to be replaced. Oh, okay. Will Kamala get to be our president? Will Kamala get to be our president? You know, Kamala Harris. Will Kamala get to be our president? I got a yes. I got a yes. Yeah, they family. Yes. Yes, Camillo. Yes. hmm I'm trying to hook her up with this knucklehead brother. You sure you want to be? Okay. Okay. And he acting a fool. He wasn't interested, but he was interested enough to keep her by his side to sell houses. Anyway, Anyway, yeah. I mean, I don't know what else is going to. It's going to be um dominoes, like fall like dominoes. You're going to fall like dominoes, and I still. Have you ever sat there and watched TV to find the lie of the day? What's the lie of today? And when that little girl, I mean, like I said, I'm 70 years old. When that little girl, spokesperson that handles the newspaper reporters, she comes on, I turn the channel. Girl, you're silly. Turn the channel. I just can't trust the word that she says. And that's basically it. Oh, while I'm here, do you want me to do you want to let me give you a taste of an anxiety reading. I know I did a little bit earlier. Let me give you a little taste. Let me put this down here. I might use these. Sometimes I think these what lies beneath can be too harsh. Hold on, let me do a little Palo Alto. Have another sip of coffee. My coffee gonna be so cold. I got a cinnamon stick in here. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's still hot. Okay. I saw a couple spreads last night that I said I was gonna try. I can't remember what they were. I'm just gonna use what I know. Spreads are basically the format of the tarot. I'm gonna use the golden ones, and I have the ones I have down here in the boxes. Okay. I haven't figured out. I need what's going on? I'm gonna do collective anxiety reading. I'm gonna do an anxiety reading on the collective. So that's all of us, okay? What are you doing? Oh, you in deep thought? Yeah. Are you in deep thought right now? I'm about to take my back. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were finished. Oh, no. No, I was talking and then I saw you standing there. When I saw you standing there, I was like, what's going on back there? Okay. I'm going to do anxiety reading for the collective. We're going to see what our most anxious anxiety energy, what is it about? Give me an anxiety reading on the collective. Tarot team, did I call y'all today? We're here anyway. They know me. My tarot team. They're sending me love. Thank you. I'll send you some love too. My tarot team. I don't know if some of you can see them or not, but you will see all these white lights around me, behind me, on the side of me. They all around. Do you see them? Can you see them? Can you see them? Sometimes they look like a shadow, or yeah, that's my tarot team. That's what we are, folks. We are okay. We're slightly different frequency. We're operating on a different frequency, but they still can come and interact if they know they adjust theirs to ours. Okay, they just told me no, you adjust yours to ours. Okay, okay, whatever. But that's basically what we are. We're the same energy beings. Okay, we're energy beings. Excuse me. And excuse me. Oh, shucks. What did I do? I don't know. Allergy season. Instead of calling us spirit beings, we're energy beings. And we are influenced by energies everywhere. Everywhere. And we're influenced by other people's energies. We're influenced by the energies of the television, the radio, the cars, the buses, the furniture. Everyone. the sad stories, the happy stories. We're influenced by all of that. And so, we have to be aware of that and cleanse our energies, just like we cleanse our bodies. So, what is the message for the anxiety lead? What is anxiety? Number one anxiety of the collective. What's the number one anxiety of the issue of the collective? What is causing the collective anxiety? Are we ready? Stop laughing. Okay. Let's see what it is. Let's see if we're right or wrong. Take it from the middle. Okay. Ooh. These cards are so beautiful, but they're so difficult to manage. Aha! Me and my team. This jackass. Usually when we see him, he's like this. But truly, we know who this is. This is the Orange Menace, okay? I'm going to leave him upside down. Okay. The Orange Menace. Now. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Let's see what else goes on here. What have I got? Oh, shit, I've got the thing. Sorry, folks, I had my cards upside down. Orange Menace. Seven of Pentacles, reevaluating our stance, our situation, our livelihoods because of this Orange Menace. Worried about our money because the money stops. Okay. So we are worried. Let me do 5. Hold on. Let me do 2 more. Do them together. What the hell? Yeah. Conflict. We want the conflict with the collaborators ended. That's the big 3. So where's Kamoyo going? Kamoyo, where you go? Oh, okay. See you next time. Peace. Later, beloved. Ladies, his wife's gonna kick his ass. Maybe you're going too far with this comic thing. Okay. Look at this. Remember I said withdrawal of Queen of Wands energy. Okay. So what do we have? What is our anxiety issue? Duck L'Orange, Orange Menace. All that he has done to this country, how he has cut off people's fundings, how he is associated with Putin, Elon, and whoever, the conflicts that he has created with the government agencies, and his bullying situation. We want him gone. Now, that's the issue. That's the source of. Okay, I'm gonna have to shuffle it again. Okay, this is the source of our anxiety as a collective. Now, if this is the source of our anxiety, what's the treatment for it? Shuffle again. What is the treatment? Or should I use another deck? Let's see. I'm learning. You're my guinea pigs. The hearts love you too. Okay. Okay. Now, what's the treatment for our anxiety? What is the treatment for the grand collective's anxiety? Now, okay. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 card. 1, 2, 3, 7 card spread. Look at this. The treatment for our anxiety: new agreements. Seven of Swords. Keeping things to yourself as you do things. Fundamental change. Death. For the end of partnerships, certain friendships. From the past. Six of Cups. Go within for your answers. Meditation, chanting, prayer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do some work on yourselves. This is 8 work. Work. What about work? I'm going to keep going. 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. Work will be successful. Wow. So, now, this is disturbing over here. This Lover's Seven of Swords death. Unless they're saying, okay, look at these because I can't hold them all up at the same time. Okay. Well, they didn't fall out of space here. Wait a minute. Well, the 9 of Pentacles, the 8 and 9 of Pentacles and success. Okay. It's like forego. Okay, here are the others. Forego, relinquish the friendships, go within. In other words, stop talking to your friends about it. Get into your meditations about it. In other words, do the work. Do the work, 8 of Pentacles, and you will be successful, 9 of Pentacles. And here you have the Sun. More success. You'll be successful at it. So to cure our anxiety over the Orange administration, we are going to have to this is interesting. Very quietly and very peacefully make new arrangements. And certain relationships. Keep them in the past and go within yourself. Well, these really goes here. Hold on a second. This is wow. This is really wild. But it answers folks and what those who have talked to me in private. This may very well be what needs to be done. You know who you are. About your friends, a specific group of friends you have. Because your values are not their values, and they don't, people who don't understand you, I don't understand you. That doesn't mean they couldn't be a friend, but that means they might act against you at any time because they don't understand and they may judge you. Go within, meditate, chant, and Once you get that done and stop worrying about the Orange administration, you will be placed in a very financially secure position. So a lot of your concern is about your money. Hey, Nellie Rivers, how are you? Hello, Renee D. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cat. Yeah, peace and love. Oh, he's leaving. Okay. That's it. Don't know if that was true, but I had a cat. What happened? Oh, what happened, Dr. M? Every day I found a lady who said that he has an EO that if you intend, inherit, they will take 80% and use it. Don't believe it. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. See, that's part of the campaign. That's part of the propaganda. That's part of my what's the lie for the day. And if it gets too ridiculous, that's when I jump on here on my day off and I have to say something. Yeah, because they just want to keep the hope. And this, our leader is supposed to be on our behalf, works on our behalf. This is the first time I ever had, well, it's not the first time I've had a leader that works not necessarily on our behalf because of this, but this is the first time I've ever seen anybody who is in leadership position to work against everybody's ass behalf. And the name of the game is, there was a song about it too. Keep the heads ringing. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, 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 dong. Keep the heads ringing. In other words, keep them confused, keep them upset. That way you can control them. So just nix all that, Martha. Just unless you want to do some research on your own. And just go digging in other news vehicles around the country and outside the country too that are English speaking. Also, folks, I just ran into my co-pilot, my AI on this MSN thing I have. It has limited knowledge, and it's interesting that some things I find out on YouTube that are not in the AI's database. And I just thought I'd throw that out to you. So you can't really rely on anything other than yourself. And this is where your energy work comes in. This is where you have to be still, stay grounded, and just see what you feel. See what it feels like. You hear something on the news, and you sit still and see what it feels like. If it feels any kind of if it feels any kind of tension or disruption or gives you an ache or anything negative, then you know it's a lie. If it just flows, it's probably the truth. But check it out anyway, because these people are lying. I am 70 damn years old, blessed years old, excuse me. And I have been watching television since I have been, what? 1962. No, 61. Hell, 60. And I've never seen anything like this on the public airwaves in my entire life. As a matter of fact, when I went to school, it was for communication. And what we're seeing today is what we were warned against. We were chastised against. The FCC would shut down your broadcasting installation and charge you 150 grand at the time, which was a lot of money if you pull stuff like that. Okay, excuse my feet. This is my favorite position. I got to sit cross-legged. And no. Mm-mm. And I hate to say it, but it was the evangelical Christians who started this shit all from day one. And they started with the FCC. And it was predicted by my professor, Lucia Hawthorne, who I brought up again. May she rest in peace and in power. I know she's out there teaching somebody something on the different realms. And was it Morgan State University? She said this was going to happen. She saw it. And she saw it because she was a speech communication person. You can tell when people are propping you up. They're propping up the masses. One of our textbooks was from S.I. Hayakawa. I don't even think they have it because I've been looking for it and I couldn't find it. I think I mentioned this to you before, but his examples and his theories and ideas, S like Sam, I like Isaac, Haya, uh, Haya, Kawa, Hayakawa, Hayakawa. Um, Back in the 1930s, he wrote a book on semantics, words, what they really mean in certain combinations in sentences. He predicted World War. This is when is it? No, I read the one for World War II, so that was 1930s. He predicted World War II and could tell actually when it was coming. He predicted the Holocaust, and out of his prediction, and nobody said a damn word. Well, who could have bought the book? They didn't know anything about that book over here in the United States. They wouldn't read it anyway because it was on the college level. Most people were not collegiate in the 1930s. Hell, all they were concerned about is where they could get their next slice of bread. And whether or not they had to take the mold off the bread they had to have enough to left to eat. Okay? Here, this guy, he's written a book. I'm not sure if he was, I don't remember if he was in Japan or if he was in San Francisco. I don't remember. But anyway, the book is in English. And I listen. Basically, the guidelines he put, well, I don't know, the guidelines, what's in his book, I listen and I see the same thing on the news. And I'm torn to stay in this country. What if you can't get out? This is my home. Why should I leave it? Which is the other side of me, because it's got to be a showdown. It's got to be a showdown. And a lot of people say, well, it's not your fight. It can be. Because if you come to my door, if you come in my neighborhood with that bullshit, like you started up there in Ohio, it's on. It's on. And, goes back again to energy. I'm like, why am I going through all this when all I have to do is readjust my energies? Because being attacked, my first defense is to attack back. But what if I elevate my energy up out of this situation? Because what you will find, folks, is there a collective group of folks that have certain energies. And if you don't want to be a part of that group, you change your energy and you come out of that group and you put somewhere else. And I'm like, aha. And I know this. I know this. Sometimes if you are vibing on a different level than the group that you're a part of and you won't leave for whatever reason, they'll put you out. That's where rejection is God's protection, because you didn't have the sense to leave. Or you didn't have the sense to realize that's not your energy. Most people don't realize that's not my energy. But what if you go back to see, especially when you're talking about family, close friends, the friends have been around forever, and folks on the job. But you've been around forever, When that energy changes, you must go. Or you'll be moved on. And I truly, what is happening here in this United States, let me do that reading. What's happening in these United States is that we've got a lot of energy we thought was resolved, only to find out, no, those energies were just quiet. How will the United States of America survive the Trump administration? This is the last reading, y'all. Oh, here we go. 2 hours again. I got and oh yeah. Yep, my girl, my girl. Hold on a second, y'all. She checks on the old lady to make sure I'm good. Hey, love bug. I'm on a live. You are becoming celebrity on this live because you always call when I'm getting in the hot stuff. Say hi to everybody. Just say.
Well, call me when you finish.
Say hi. I covered your face, but say hi to the people.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Bye. Yes. Very good to me. Very good to me. Yeah. How is the United States going to survive? Oh, thank you, Nellie. How are we going to survive? We love your life. Okay, thank you. I feel you on. Oh yeah, don't come around my house. Thank you for the. Thank you. Hey Tracy. How's the United States going to survive the Orange administration, the Orange era? I can tell you. Well, no. That's intellectual. Oh, wait a minute. I got to get back in the spirit realm here. Because you can hear me when I say stuff that's intellectual, and then spirit comes right up and contradicts it all. That's why. Okay. So, how is United States of America going to survive or thrive from the Trump administration, the Orange administration? Hell, I should have asked. Yes, of course we are. I should ask if we are going to. Of course we are. Yeah. Oh, I got some hands. Okay, Carmen. Carmen giving me 5. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, let's see. Now, how are we going to? No, I'm going to go do 7 cards a line across. 8 of Wands. Now, the 8 of Wands could mean things happening very quickly. It can also mean karma. See what the next card is. Ooh, 3 of Cups is technically celebration. So we will see. And in our readings, it's the big 3. Orange, mosquito, and pootie chang. But we shall see. Okay. 6 of Pentacles, distribution. 2 of Wands, decision, world commerce. The King of Pentacles, the oligarchy. Okay. Justice. Conflict. Ooh. Okay, Wish just spelled it out right here. I gotta go. Give me 2 more. This I do believe. This is Cancer. Let me see. This is Queen of Cups. And disappointment 4. Okay. In this case, I would see that the Queen of Cups would be the United States. And we have a great deal of disappointment that we're dealing with. And I've run out of space here. Hold on a second. So that's the first line. Put this on here. Just put this on there. So, okay. There are going to be disappointments. There is going to be disappointment. Holding on to our values. We will still hold on to our, this is 4 of Pentacles. Hold on to our values. Let me see if I can pull this a little further, a little closer. 4 of Wands. Not sure if it means the White House or celebration. Hold on, let's see what's next to it. The White House. Here's the White House and the King. He's holding on. some planting seeds of success and regret. 5 of Cups. That's 5. 6 of Swords wants to go away quietly, where things are much quiet. I guess back to Mar-a-Lago after raising all that hell. He's gonna lose some. Look at that. Abandonment. Tossed out. Put out. 5 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. U.S. will be in recovery. And will grow again. Empress. We will rise again. But we're going to be rising under feminine power. Feminine power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, third line. U.S. will rise again. And here we have the big 3 again. Okay, this is also dealing with money and work. Not trade, but skill. As in commerce, but trade is in skill. Okay. Needs to be strengthened. So we're going to have to go back to the time of not the artisan. Well, I guess the artisan. Yeah, the artisan. Going back to the basics. We need to strengthen our work, our employees, our economy by trades. The trades. The plumbers, the construction workers, the electricians, the trades. The trades. Wow. And here we have the moon. The moon deals with the subconscious. The moon also deals with delusion and things that you cannot see. I want to see what's next. Yeah, we're going to be in for, okay, we're going to also need some new therapists. Yeah, this is why I'm going to create my little mental wellness boutique online. Yeah, okay. Yeah. A lot of worry. A lot. Keep the heads ringing. Ooh. And then what? Okay. You can't see him. I have the King of Swords, Judgment, and these are 3, and the Magician. 3 major arcana. No, 2 major arcana here. The King of Swords lays down the law. That's the judge, jury, executioner, the military. Here we have Judgment, decision made. And here we have the Magician, making something out of nothing. I should have pulled a 4th one with that. Ooh. Withdrawal. 8 of Cups. I need another call with that because that could also be a judge making a phone call about some manipulation and saying, come get him. Oh, boom. Let me pull this together. Let me put this up. Don't let me forget I put my cards up here because I'll start looking for them and not remember where I put them, all right? And freaking out on camera. Look at this. Okay. Maybe I should just do this. Do it like this. There is a judge. Oh, this way. Who is going to make a decision regarding certain activities And it's going to stop, call for a, oh, shucks. Okay. Look, y'all. Maybe I can do it like this. I want you to see. You know what? I think I'm going to pull in this, make a camera. I've got to go to another platform so I can show you what I see when I see it and not have to do it like this. Okay, where's the judge? The judge. King of Swords. Okay. King of Swords makes a decision against the manipulations that have taken place so far, that have been basically problematic, and they have, wait a minute, has been withdrawn. The judge has made the decision, pull out, daggone it, stop it right now, get out of here with that, which has caused a complete disruption. So what that looks like to me is that could be Supreme Court, go call it. All we needed here, where's the, oh, there's the judge. All we need is that, I'm looking for that Knight of Swords. If the Knight of Swords shows up, somebody has called the police on certain people. Nope, look. This is a estoppel. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Stop what you're doing now. Okay, we have the Sun, which has exposed some things. Exposed partnerships. And a crooked person-in-law, female. Wonder who that is. Financial records discovered. Not well organized at all. As a matter of fact, just quite downright negligent. Instability. No stability whatsoever. Borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. Things unpaid, undone. By a certain king in residence. Wow. What was the question? How will we survive? Okay, let's just keep going. Ah, here he is. Here he is. This is deep. Okay, let's put him here. A lot of work has been done to secure someone's financial security. Here's the investigation, police with questions. Oh, Lord, here comes the military. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. This is going to be worse than Diddy, okay? And somebody gets retired. Four of Swords. So that's where the, oh, look who's going to, they're going to retire the bullies. They're going to retire that Queen of Wands energy. Oh, look. Hold on. Okay. A breakup is going to be announced of previous arrangements or previous invitations. That are going to lead to restoration. They're going to restore the situation. We have the truth now. When is all of that? This isn't, okay, I hear you. It's in the making now. It's in the making. I don't have anything chronological, y'all. It's in the making. People are being so, okay, let's just say some folks who are in the certain government are so overwhelmed they're about to collapse. And they're being isolated so that they can be the fall guy or gal. I still think the two women are going to go first. Mm-hmm. 3, 6. Tell me there's a 9. No, 3, 6, 10. Okay, 3, 6, 10. All right, I thought it was going to be 3, 6, 9. Foreign influence, victory, and the 10 of Pentacles. Hello. Yeah, this is what we need. This is what we need. And this is what I was telling you, what was happening. Um, since I started this channel, I just couldn't put my finger on it. I just knew it was coming from a foreign area, foreign element. It started with the women, remember? Okay. Foreign influence. Nope, wrong one. Foreign influence. That led to the manipulation of the masses, blocked and ended. That's the devil. Blocked and ended. Mm-hmm. Okay. The tidal wave of changes. I guess I'll do it like this. The moving forward, the driving on of the tidal wave of changes. That's my tidal wave of changes. The new passions of the cult. Now we're dealing with cult here. I think it's a cult. We'll see. If it's not a cult, it's the Pope. But this, I think, is the cult. Has been flipped over on his head, and now they're stuck and hanging. The manipulation, 5 of Swords. Has turned into an absolute betrayal. There's so much. I don't want to scare you. We got to hit rock bottom before we bounce up. That's how bad this is, okay? That's how bad this is. We can survive it. Your money's going to survive it. We'll just be embarrassed as hell. We can work with that. There's going to be, yeah, there is some deaths already involved. You know, there have been deaths. We know this. We know this. Those airplanes, we know this. Those tornadoes that ripped through Kentucky and down there across open Oklahoma, Illinois, because the what weather trackers, what meteorologists were, was it NOAA? The folks were let go at NOAA. There has been this. Yeah, the whole world's watching. But let's see what this is. To me, it looks like the big money folks are getting a little nervous now. We have the anxiety of the 9 of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands, where now there's a lot of attacks, not just pushback, but straight up attacks on the mega wealth over here. On the mega wealth. Like, wait a minute. We're not doing this. This is the United States. And so things have been slowed down. They all became this close. They'll come this close. Whoever their oligarchy are, whoever, whatever their plans are. I'm not sure what the northern North American region is supposed to supply, what is it they're supposed to do, but they're going to come this close to the complete capture of the United States before everything goes boo wah, and the U.S. stands up and saves itself, and Canada, and Canada. Oh, and that's some shit right there. Oh yeah. So when we finally do whatever it is we need to do, we'll to defend ourselves. We will also defend Canada too, and that's something we will defend. We'll defend Canada too, and Mexico. Okay, and Mexico. So whatever they have done, whatever the oligarchs have done, and yeah, it's a secret. I know, we know. It's a secret arrangements, blah, blah, blah. We know about that. Whatever they have done, it's going to get exposed. But, okay, we got that divine intervention, y'all. It's going to be exposed, but look, tables turn. The tables turn. All the confusion and all this blah, 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 keep their heads ringing. That comes to an end. It's like people, I guess they'll hear our cry. It will be divine intervention. The gods will say, oh, no, we're not doing that. You are not doing that, humans. You've done enough. It didn't work. Now stop it. Mm-hmm. And look at this. Who is this woman? I thought that was Christy Nome. It doesn't have to be. This is Queen of Pentacles is doing something on the sneak tip because she's evaluated the situation and she is saying, he's been rendered ineffective. Time for me to go. How long will all this take place, Spirit? I know. No time on that. That's what's going to happen. I cannot wait to see. Maybe somebody's looking at my house. Wait. No, with a brand new refrigerator. No, it's not mine though. I got the door open again. It could be the tariff smackdown. They could smack them tariffs down. No, it's not going to be any bloody war, none of that kind of stuff. It's just going to be, oh, no. We, the people of these United States, no, we're not doing that. So you can just take that away. I bet you has something. We protect ourselves, and that protection is extended to Canada and Mexico. And it's not gonna be like it was. We're gonna be closer. We damn near gonna be. You think NATO was close? We are going to be. Hold on, they're backing up the. You didn't order a new refrigerator, did you? I know. See where they're going with it. It's a nice one too, but no, I haven't. But this is a rental, so I don't know what's what. They might give me something. I gotta waited months for a new washing machine. They're picking up? Yeah, we're gonna be like the North American Union. Pick up junk from your house. Oh, daggone. How much money are they? Can you can you get their number and find out how much it costs? Because this thing's got to go. No, I'm not removing junk. Not right now. Anyway. They bulk trap. Oh, well, anyway. I bet you it has something to do
It's New Horizon.
New Horizon? Okay.
New Horizon.
Can you write that down for me? Or take a picture? Here, take a picture for me. If that turns on. Oh, that's 100. Yeah. Or something. Here. Take a
No,
picture.
I'm gonna find it on
Oh,
the
okay. Okay, cool. That's even better. Yeah, Lauren's here. Um, whatever happens, it's going to be a mind. It's going to blow some mega minds. Did you know MAGA in Nigerian? I don't know which tongue in Nigerian because there's a bunch of them. Means easily idiotic in Nigerian in a Nigerian language. I don't know if it's Yoruba. I don't know if it's the language of the Igbos. I don't know if it's Fulani. I don't know which one. But uh, that's wow. That's really wow. But we are going to be uh, closer to Canada than before. We are. Come on through. Come through, Spirit. Come through. We are not going to have gang problems from the Southwest. They were greatly exaggerated in the first place. And what else? Okay, calm yourself. Texas needs to shut up. Okay. Um, Texas will probably try to secede again. And what else? This is for the United States. What about me? Us in Canada? Is it maple syrup? Okay, got you. Okay, lots of. And what? Easily work out. Things will easily work out with the new president, whether it's Kamala or not. How are things going to be between the United States and the UAE?
No. Oh, okay. That's fine.
Uh, let me, oh,
Okay. Oh no. I just have like broken furniture and old mattress that need to be taken out. I thought they were both trash.
how how is the
No,
United States?
they're not both trash.
Oh, okay, thanks. How is the United States going to interact?
You need to talk to you after
Okay.
this.
How is the United States going to interact or work with the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and the Middle East? How are they going to? Uh, what does that mean? Gingerly, the trade deals that are being made now will be kept in force. However, there will be no resort in Gaza. Okay. Is Westmore going to be our new president? Or is Kamala Harris going to be our new president? The folks going to go for Westmore more so than Kamala, who our governor, the state of Maryland. Um, this misogyny, even in comic books and the comic strip movies. Is there going to be a resolution with that? Is that going to be eradicated from our literature? No. What can we do about the safety of our daughters and granddaughters and sisters and our female selves to protect ourselves from misogyny and institutionalized misogyny? Because it is, if it's not, what can we do to protect ourselves? Explain that. I heard think fast. Explain that. Damn. Think about the area you're in, the people you're with. What if you and leave the situation? And what if you're married to somebody like that? Leave. It's too dangerous to stay. What about racism? Is that going to be resolved anytime soon? No. Well, we know what to do with that. But now, that's something else. That's something else. Thank you, Terry. Hello, how are you? Oh, a knee replacement. Damn. Ouch. Just make sure you keep them knees nice and lubricated on the inside. What's that? Oh, I gotta get that chondroitin stuff too, because my knees. I was up there jumping a little too much on my not too much, not often enough on my rebounder, and now my knees started hurting when I went up steps. I've never had knee pain before. Okay. Oh, they'll be voted up. They're voted out now, babe. Who's that, sweetie? They're voted out now. So somebody gets a new refrigerator. Okay. Um, hmm. Let's take a look at Kamala. And then I'm getting off this. I know I said I was going to get off before, right? Okay. Do you need me for anything, Lauren? What?
I talked to you about a job.
What?
Yeah, middle of a job. I've been invited to an interview,
Yeah.
and I need help to
Pause.
get over there.
You need money.
Yeah,
How much?
depending on how I do it. If I catch the lift from Bayview, I will need like $25 on the card.
Let's pass on that. Well, dang gone. When?
I haven't set the date yet. I want to talk to you first.
Yeah, make it like 2 weeks from. Take 2 weeks from now, or whenever next week, or somewhere. I'm waiting for that more money to come in. Yeah, yeah. That's not. I can do something. I can do tomorrow. Wait. Mm-mm. That's like working in government in Washington D.C. That's a commute. I'm back. Okay. Kamala. Hold on a second. What? Is Kamala even interested in being president? Is she interested in taking the reins for president? Is Kamala even interested in being president? Will she take the reins? Okay, let's see. Okay, she's a Libra. She's going to try to balance those scales. Ooh. Ooh. Kamala thinks, not feels, thinks she can better work behind the scenes. And not out on the forefront and on the world stage. Wow. I have withdrawal, Nine of Swords, and the Page of Wands. What does that look like to you? I don't know if that means she wants to withdraw from government life because it creates anxiety for her, or she's anxious about an announcement she's about to make. That's interesting because basically what it's saying is she has more power behind the scenes. In the past, her judgment was clear. She wanted to rule. So right now, it's not that clear. That's her calling, or that should be her position. Damn. She doesn't want to cause any conflict, any further conflict. She wants to be behind the scenes and fix what's been hurt, what's been messed up. What she wants to fix the damage. She wants to get. She's damn near. I'm going to say this and listen to it carefully. She wants to get into the legal aspects of what has been done so she can make it so it will not happen again. It's almost like she's not rewriting the Constitution, but she's got to shore it up. And that's where she wants to spend her time. That's her focus. The law. I don't know what you'd call that. In other words, she's not interested in government trade. She's not interested in defense. She's only interested in setting that Constitution up, setting this country up with viable laws that will never, ever allow anything like has happened recently to happen again. And that's not the president. That is something else. She might even create a different kind of position for herself. Vice president is going to be too limited. She will not be another vice president, and she does not believe the presidency will give her the freedom or the alacrity to get in there and fix legislatively. She's not going to do the Senate anymore. I don't know what, she's probably going to create another position. There's not another position that's going to be created so that this conflict, it will never happen again. That, and she's gonna fix it fast. Look. She's gonna fix it fast. So there will be no more she's got to deal with voter suppression. She's got to deal with this Doge business. She's got to put a stop to foreigners coming in and taking over top government positions. That's a tall order. That's a lot. She's got to deal. I don't think she's got to deal with that too. Wait a minute, y'all sound. Whose love affair? Wait a minute, let me get into this. Oh, you're talking about Diddy. Yeah. She wants to get in on the legal side of things about the distribution of money, about certain money protections we don't have, or current. I don't know what I call it money distribution protection, economy that protections we don't have. That's what she wants to do. That's what she wants to do. Ooh. Yeah, and okay, hold on a second. By that time, oh, okay. By that time, hold on, this is turning into a reading within a reading. Wait a minute. Wow. It's like once the Orange administration has been ended, once the Orange had been, the secrets of how things were done, or they know how they were done, will be exposed, and the Queen of Pentacles, who was betrayed, will be vindicated. That's Kamala. Okay. And then what? Oh, okay. Ending on a happy note. Mm-hmm. There will be success. You have victory. Whoop, victory for the masses. The masses. And we have here, we will be guided by a whole different light. We will be the light of the world again. Wow. Wow. That's around Kamala's energy now. That's I truly believe I guess she's gonna have a special appointment. I don't know what that is to fix the mess. But folks, you done had me on here for 2 hours and 37 minutes. Yeah. Sweetie says it sounds like a new government. Yeah. Oh yeah. We gotta fix what they done messed up. And it is going to be new. And we are going to be following a different light. Uh we'll be the light of the world again. Terry said, your cards are talking. Yeah, yeah. Now how we done flipped from 47 back to Diddy. What's the latest on Diddy? Oh, it's almost 3 o'clock. Okay. Well, when I hang up from here, I'm gonna get myself some lunch. I'm still drinking my breakfast here. This coffee is from breakfast. Mm. My daughter is patiently waiting for me. No, she can't go beyond her due. That would have been a mistrial, but I doubt it because all they would have to wait. They would have to just continue for another 6 weeks when she's out of there, have the baby, and got rested up. Okay, Kat, you have a great day. Thank you, Nellie. Thank you very much. And stay tuned for those anxiety readings. I think you would like those. I think we need them. But whatever. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Mm-mm. No, ain't no Rico. Ain't no Rico going to be this. There's no. Rico is racketeering, influence, corruption, corrupt. Yeah, corruption of an organization. Ain't no love affair going to undo any of that. Nothing undoes Rico. Mm-mm. No, woman. Oh, oh my God. Oh, here comes another case then, Terry. Oh boy, I don't know. Rico is federal. Oh, that's what you're talking about. No, yeah. Let's not even talk. Got her. You talking about? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. No, down there in Atlanta. Yeah, that's an issue they have down in Atlanta. That's an energy in Atlanta. I went down to Atlanta about 40 years ago, and it was so cool, so up and coming. And now it's just like they can't keep themselves out of somebody's bedroom to get anything done. So allegedly my ass. I know what's going on in Atlanta. Ridiculous. It's like a little Hollywood, complete with covens and other sorcerers. And Diddy would love it there. I wonder why he never did. He didn't go down there. I guess he been too much competition. They'd run him out of there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. There's Miss Parsons. How are you? Oh yeah, it's gonna be exposed. Yeah, let's see him put that on the 6 o'clock news. Okay. All right, that's it. Okay. My daughter's patiently sitting here. She done gone upstairs, come down. What? And when I hang up, and the cat's at my other foot, daughter's sitting on it. And when I get off this laptop, what are they gonna want? Nothing. All right. Was it something you want to talk to me about? Yeah, I need some money, but yeah, you can wait till I get offline for that. Anything else? Jaconda, hey girl, how are you? I'm sorry, you'll probably have to catch this one up. The preview. Unless do you have any I might as well round this off. 19 more minutes, it'll be 3 hours. My jaw is getting ready to hurt. Do you have any questions about anything, Jaconda? How are you? The old Iroquois. Ooh, what's the old Iroquois form? Oh, that one. That has, I think, that's African rooted too. Hmm. Yeah, those folks who from the west side, like Mali, and you don't worry out, Jaconda. Um, uh, do you remember Mansa Musa? Right? Yeah, right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That whole it's gonna be different. Mm-hmm. But it will be. Hold on. Now you got. Okay. I'm curious. Describe our new. Ooh. I got a last question for myself. I done mix this all up. Describe our new form of government once. Should I use these? Describe our new form of what? Do you need me for something, or are you just sitting there?
I can't do it. I'm thinking all the way. Like 2 weeks is too far out, and I don't have any credit to take the transportation.
You can't do it. That's okay. That shows you. That's a con. You weigh your pros and your cons. When your cons are bigger than your pros, the answer is no. Regardless about how much energy and effort we want to put into something, you can't do it easily or even without straining your brain, then don't do it. It's not for you. Okay, where was I? What? No, she doesn't have a heart, Linda Russell. That let me get it. Bleach blonde, bad body. Wait a minute. Bleach blonde, butch body. No, she doesn't have a heart. I'm joking. I'm joking. What is the new American government going to look like? What's the new American government going to look like? Yeah, okay. You remember? Oh, okay, Jaconda, we can talk. What does the new American government look like after the removal of the Orange administration? Okay. Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You okay? Um, it's just talking about opposition to the White House now. Opposite of the White House we have now. Okay, moves are being made quietly behind Orange Menace's back for recovery from new alliances that have been broken. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is like total disruption, working on the new. Okay. Shucks. Total disruption, working on the new uh, beginning. That has to. It's a top-down reboot. It's a. Don't scare her like that. It's a top-down reboot. Here's a reboot. I call it a reboot too. Okay. Things will be less tense. Money will be sparse or scarce. Feelings of regret. Yep, that's the you. Okay. The principles of the Queen of Cups is in opposition to the principles of the King of Cups. Okay. I mean, the King of Pentacles. In other words, it's going to be the challenge and the values. It's the values. We're talking about home and hearth here. You're talking about making money. The judge will intervene. Okay. And they are both going to be disappointed when this guy gets involved. And see, this is probably where Kamala is going to come in too, because she is, I don't know, is that special counsel? I don't know what that is. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, yeah, she definitely wants a Georgia vote. Okay, what is it? What is this? This is this martial law BS. What is this? Oh, no, this is a relocation. I don't know who this lady is. We have a Queen of Cups, a real, this might be Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene type running things is going to be relocated elsewhere. I don't know who this is. Yeah, relocated and sent away by this, or invited away by this Knight of Cups. Who the heck? What are y'all talking about? Phone call comes in. Or is that retires everything? Ooh, stops everything. Let me turn this. I don't know who that is. Let me turn it. If I just that's somebody coming in from a legal perspective, and they're cutting throats, boy. I tell you, that's an axe. What do you call it? Hatchet man or hatchet woman coming in through there, cutting up a lot of different things. The new government. I should have asked something more specific. Mm-hmm. Let me ask something more specific, like, oh, will the Department of Education be restored? Ice cream man, ice cream man. Let me ask that. In the new American government, will the Department of Education be restored? I heard it's all going to be restored. Okay. What else have he screwed up? Medicaid, Social Security. They're all going to be restored. Oh, Linda, when it comes to things like that, they're going to make a way. Who are they? The people in the hospital, the healthcare overseers, I guess you would call. Because those doctors and nurses are not going to let them people die like that. Mm-mm. Remember, I don't know if you remember or not, but when the CV hit town, when the CV hit my town, uh, it cost you $150 to get a V. Mm-hmm. And that went for about a month or so. And then the next thing you know, it's like, oh, hell no. Mm-mm. Run on down to your drugstore and you can get it. You know, the retail, what do you call them? The medical kiosks now. And you just got it for free. All you had to do is make an appointment and go get it. That was it. So, no, they're not going to let them go down like that. You had her an ice cream chocolate forever. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, they'll be fine. MTG wants, yeah. Oh, let's ask. Will it end? And then I'm gone. Okay, I'm not gonna do cards. Takes too long. Pendulum. Will Marjorie Taylor Greene become governor? Hold still. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Will she become governor of Georgia? Will Marjorie Taylor Greene become no? No. She has no. She is. Look. She was hired. She's doing what she was hired to do, and that's it. Did you hear the judge orders to allow attorneys access to? I did not know they didn't have access because he has his attorneys up here. That makes you mean he was blocking their attorneys, the attorneys that he has here in Maryland couldn't go down there? Let will they bring Obrego home? Will they bring Kilmar home? Will they bring him home? Mr. Obrego Garcia, will they bring him home? Yes, he's coming home. I don't know when, but he is coming home. And now it's something going on between. Oh, and then I'm going to let it go. Then I'm out of here. Um, there's something going on between Venezuela and El Salvador. They are so pissed. Venezuela's president, I don't remember his name, is pissed with Venezuelans being recruited to come up here, which is what is being happening. They are recruited. You hear it and they've been recruited for years. You hear it on the radio news, their radio news down there, to come up here and then get sent to El Salvador, an El Salvador prison. So let me find out what is going on between. Oh, Linda Russell, I've learned how to do boots on the ground on my trampoline here. So I feel really good. No fans and no boots on the ground for body. Nope, no one down on the ground. Mm-mm. So what is going on between Venezuela and El Salvador right about now with these Venezuelan prisoners? You know, what is going on? And something else too, this whole thing with these, I'm not going to say these gangs are imaginary, but they're not giving us the problems that they're pretending that you hear on the news. They're doing nothing compared to what our own homegrown folks are doing. Especially those young teenagers and the preteens, they have got to get a hold on them real quick. So what's going on between Venezuela and El Salvador that the United States has put itself into? And then this is it. Look, here's an offering. Page of Cups. They offered him something. That's Nine of Cups. Satisfaction. These are the people being lumped or left behind. Thank you, Coretta. How are you?
Guess what? I just had to interrupt. I told him I couldn't make it, but I still couldn't have the interview.
Well, how so? What's pause? Pregnant
I can
pause.
still have the interview. So
You
I
still can't get down there.
Once I get I'm gonna get that money from my retirement. I'm gonna make it happen.
You're gonna make it happen.
You get a car. I can help you.
Ho. I told you don't buy no damn car right now.
Well, I can use it for Lyft. It doesn't matter. But that money will help me. I got 11,000. I can afford a car for the whole year.
May the blessings be. Good news. So when is your interview?
But I'm going to be on Lyft. Oh my goodness, you give me a chance to interview anyway. So
Toddlers and
I came
pets.
down there to tell you that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I thought
Yes, I think they do too. Yep. Toddlers and pets. You know when you're on the phone? Oh, Jaconda Thomas says, hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Folks are saying hi to you, Lauren. She says hi.
You give me a chance.
Yeah, I know. That's great. That's great. That's great. That means they're really interested in you. Okay. I thought it was something. But to her, it's yeah, because of that anxiety. I have a very strong personality. And sometimes when I say things, it comes out boom, very aggressively. She told me I am so aggressive when I speak. That's because I think you can really fuck yourself up for life. But anyway, so now I shut up and I listen all the time, all the time, because I learned a lot I did not know about my daughter until she sat me down and just started talking and I'm like, why does she feel so abandoned? We've been together like this since the day she was born. She went from sleeping on my pillow every night watching TV to now she's sitting on my bed every night watching TV. Yeah, there was a husband in there somewhere. Wow. All right, now I'm looking at this. I forgot what the question was. Oh, what's going on between Venezuela and El Salvador? Uh, mm-hmm. El Salvador is making money off of Venezuelan people, and they don't like it. They don't like it. Oh, wait a minute. They don't like it. They feel that they're nobodies. They've been tossed by the United States. They're abandoned. It's the devil. They've been enslaved, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've been enslaved by a foreign influence. And I don't know why Venezuela and El Salvador are treating each other like that, because they're right next door. The next thing you know, it's going to be boom, boom. Mm-hmm. And the United States is in the middle of it all. New beginnings, yep, they promise new beginnings only to end up as slaves. Mm-hmm. Hope. Hope springs eternal. And see, yeah, there he is. Messed it all up. So, bottom of, yeah. They are becoming unbenefit because of this. That's all. Okay. They are becoming unbenefit. Unbenefit. Look at this. A call across the water, the Gulf of Mexico. They are called. They're called here. You can work here. Get your citizenship here. And when they get up here, this is some dirty shit. When they get up here, they're isolated and broken up and imprisoned. And here come the soldiers or this ICE business. Here comes the ICE business. They're highly anxious. Yeah, because they were told to come up here. They were told to come up here. And I saw that. I didn't see it. I kind of figured that years ago. Years ago. Because nobody's coming to your door in droves. In droves. Unless you invited them or somebody invited them. In droves by the thousands. No, that's called marketing. I don't know what that was up. Well, yeah. That was a hit on Venezuela too. That was a hit. That was an attack. And that was by the United States. So One more last question. Will the immigration problem be resolved with Venezuela and El Salvador, with Venezuelans and others with the new president? Will that be, now let's see what it looks like. Will that immigration be resolved, immigration issues be resolved with a new president? Hello, Nicholas. How are you? I angered Black Orange Mussolini. Why you gotta be black orange? Let him just be orange, Nicholas. Oh God, Nicholas. Nicholas, are you playing low-key racist? What is going on here now? Wouldn't have said anything to him had his Nicholas. Okay, Nicholas. Is the immigration issue to be resolved with the new president? Let's focus on the new president, whoever they may be. Yes, no spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm looking for 3 aces. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, no aces. Here's the sun. No aces. But what was interesting was look what popped up first. We know who she looks like. Dark-haired brown lady. Just thinking, unless she creates a non-profit or something like that for herself where she can work behind the scenes as a lobbyist or something. Second pile. I was trying to figure out what she could possibly do. 3. Second pile. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 1 ace. Ace of Pentacles. Third pile. 4. Ace of Swords. Sword of Truth. Move it over here. Fourth pile. Ha! Stop. Falling all over the place. Ace of Cups. Last pile. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Okay, we'll look at this. And the last card stopped. It will stop. That's the king, the Knight of Pentacles. It would stop. It will stop. Out of curiosity, where is that other ace? Either way, that whole immigration fiasco is going to be stopped. I'm looking for the other ace, and there's nowhere. Okay, where the heck is it? I don't even see it. Okay, I mean, it's in here somewhere. That just gives me an idea of how soon this might happen. And it's no time soon because I can't find it. Okay. Wait a minute. What about him? You know the fundamental change. I keep getting this death card, disruption card around the King of Wands. I do not. Is the Orange Menace going to survive? Is he going to live through all of this turmoil and the new regime, the new administration coming in? Is he going to live? Guess what I thought. So, I mean, we think we know what he has done. We think we know because of what we've seen on the news and the TV and on social media. I think there's been a whole lot more done than we really know about. And it is jacked up. And the reason we don't know about it is because it's hitting certain segments of the population first, and then it trickles down or trickles over. It might be regions, I don't know, of the country. I just think it hits certain income levels first. If you're middle class, you're screwed. If you're upper middle class, you just made it. So if you're up in the six figures, you have more than likely missed it by the skinners of your teeth. But if you're not, if you're under six figures, these are the folks who are going to catch hell. Now, what? Hi, madam. Now, okay, Nicholas, let me read this again. I angered a black moose. What in the hell is that? Oh, MAGA. Oh, you talking about Black Mussolini. You done gone back to World War II. Speaking well of the nose in the air thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, how old is she, Nicholas? Probably, but little girls can be snooty. If they're prissy, they're going to be snooty. It's a girl thing. Don't take that seriously. Don't take it to heart. It doesn't mean anything other than she doesn't know who you are. That's her ignorance, but she'll grow out of it. Janet Jackson says, Kamala, what's to do with women? Yes. That's true. That's true, Janet Jackson. I'm talking about Kamala. Yeah. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. But I don't know if she's going to create I don't know. Is she going to create a position or what? But she's going to position herself in there where she's going to be working on the laws 24/7. And I know she can't do that. She can't do that in executive position. She probably can't do that. I don't know. Speaker of the House? We'll see. Now, you're not going to see me tomorrow after I've been on here for 3 hours today. Time for y'all to get back to work now. And I appreciate you sharing yourselves with me and my daughter. Until later, my loves, you have a good one. I'll see you soon. I promise.